Mm-hmm. Fingers crossed. Load. There we go. Is that good? We will learn your favorite curses. Yes, true. Can everyone read that? Is it good? Yeah, my head's in the way. My head is in the way always. Okay. This'll do. This'll do fine. Alright. We did it. Fingers crossed that it doesn't go flippy-doo-dah on me again. Yeah. The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. Okay, that's really in my ear. Street, I'm not going to let you up until you spill those beans. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but I can't tell how much of it is real and how much is a metaphor. Street smart. I'm not going to let up until you spill the beans. Stop talking. We might miss something. This is not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. You can't tell me what to do. Well, Tabitha, you heard it. I'd better leave town. I wish I could. I wish I could. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? I mean, maybe. Why are you side-eyeing me? Like, I killed him. Why should I? Why should I trust you? Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Uh-oh, Stella's back. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Stella? Promise we'll figure out how to free you soon. Stella, there can't be much more to these memories. Are the witches real? This feels like stuck. Eddie, what the hell is going on here? Eddie, I'm so happy. I'll listen to whoever I dang well, please. Eddie, what the hell is going on here? How does it know that? Oh. Oops. Oops. This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. Stella. Yeah, Stella went flying. Tell me everything. Why are you riveted to the conversation? Can we talk now? What do you know about this place? I mean, this is almost certainly the estate, and whatever we just saw probably happened in the Forbidden Wings, just based off the location of the windows. That half of the house has been off limits for over a decade. I don't know what we just saw. Okay? I hate those fucking things over there. And I know what it sounded like here, but Charlie isn't related to us. I know that much, I think. Come on. The quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place. Hopefully. Alright. You and Tabitha walk after Stella and into the darkness. Oh, you and your cousin find yourself crouched under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable mummers and shuffling feet echo from the end of the table. I don't know how, but this feels so much worse than the last room. Yeah, it's a little claustrophobic, especially with the puppet master thing up there. Like, he's like, ugh. Is like some sort of sick play. That poor dog, Gretchen. They are so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You have worked very hard on them. We've got to be near the end, right? That music is the same song that started playing when Stella first showed up. Maybe. Yeah, I think you're right. What a creepy scene to end things on. I can't believe that ghost is making Stella humiliate herself like this by doing a baby voice. It's embarrassing. Baby voice. I'm not doing a baby voice. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. Well, why didn't you tell me that there was doing baby voice? And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Oh, so that's why everyone's been moving weirdly while they've been possessed. He's got a thing with puppets? Yep, I think so. Yeah, that's a keen eye. Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, there he is, up there. That's Charlie, right? A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, we could go to towns along the beach. I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish we could go back in time on those and tell them what we know. Again, with the beach. Me too. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. All right. Well, poor Stella here. You can see the tiniest glimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks and they're gone. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Oh. Oh. That's not good. Oh, that's even better. Wow, we're outnumbered. Well, fuck. Okay. That's just showing off. It took a fucking bow, Charlie, huh? A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. Do you think it's over? You should open it. I'm up to open the trapdoor. Trapdoor, are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. Which one of us is going to open it? Why are you scared? I'm scared you should. I guess I'm going to open it. You wordlessly step towards the trapdoor. It creaks open all on its own. Fuck. Oh god, there's so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. Oh, there goes my neck. Oh, demons. That's how you get demons, guys. Remember. It took some digging, but it's still there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to... Ooh. Oh, Charlie no more, huh? Eddie? Oop. There goes Charlie's brains. Nice one. Oh god, I'm actually going to be sick this time. Cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. It's a dry heave. Ugh. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. There's nothing here. This place, on her cheek at the end, she was conflicted. Let's keep doing the keen eye. She was conflicted. I didn't, but that's a good point. This whole thing isn't very fair, you know? We only saw one side of the story. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1918? Man, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, for real. Shut up. Oh, no. What? Why are we being charged here? Okay. Ugh, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Tabitha, the 1Z1, I hadn't even stepped foot in the... Why should I be? I'm not responsible. Yes, no, I'm sorry you died. Okay, let's go, man. Get over it. I'm sorry you died. That doesn't sound... If I said, I'm sorry you died, that kind of sounds Antagonistic, right? Yes. What? Don't answer it. You must answer the crimes committed by your Scarlet blood. Are you kidding me? I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years to pay for the years that were taken from me. What? What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. Is this Charlie? Yeah, this is Charlie talking. This is like... It's only fair. No, no, no. It's absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of your father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. For real, it is fucking bullshit. I don't understand. And what happens if we refuse? Then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. Can you give me more? Can you give me more clarity what you mean by life? Like you're all dead? Like I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. And this is Charlie, right? This is all played by Charlie. This is one person, all right? How much shorter would my life be? Or you aren't serious entertaining this, are you? Well, we need to know all the information here. This isn't for you to know. Well, that's not fair. Just as it wasn't for me to know. Oh my god, am I gonna get Shinigami eyes for this, at least? One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. I hope I didn't come too late. Oh my god, Sybil. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? What the fuck? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. And this is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it definitely is not easy getting down here. She's the witch. Got it. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. Yeah, this feels like a trap. It is kind of weird. I agree with Sybil. Tabitha, you should be the one to handle it. No, I don't agree with that. That feels kind of dirty. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. I'm with Tabitha and let's just leave. I'm not leaving before I put this thing... You take a step forward to start. As you move forward, you feel Tabitha's hand on your shoulder. JD, what are you doing? Where are Oscar and Rosalina going to live if I don't do this? What if someone wanders into the annex and gets stuck in this labyrinth? It's okay, that's what the family's for. I want you to be safe. We can't just leave this unresolved. Whatever happens next, I want you to remember it for the rest of your life. I'm doing something you never had... Oh my god. Family ruined Charlie's life. We have a responsibility to make things right. Just want Charlie to be at peace. Ignore her and just spot on. We can't just leave the ghost here. It's irresponsible. Yeah, what if someone wanders in the annex and gets stuck in the labyrinth? Then we'll close up the library. It might just go away on its own. Who knows? Why give up something like years of your life to some ghost who might not even be telling the truth? Where are Oscar and Rosalina going to leave if I don't do this? Is that what you're worried about? Good God, don't give up years of your life just for somebody's rental. I own properties. I can let them rent from me. I'll even throw in a discount. Let's just get out of here. It's okay. This is what it's family for. I want you to be safe. JD, Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. Fuck it. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. Oh boy. Come on, I'm not gonna say that the other person should do it. Like, that's just kind of like a scumbag thing to do. Like, if you just said, oh, it's your fault, you know, you lived here. Like, ooh, this is freaky. So are we dead, or are we still... I don't know, I kind of want a little bit of a good ending. This is pretty creepy. I like it, though. And we can do, like, different options, too, later. Ugh. Man. He is grotesque. Oof. Okay. Scarlet bears the family sins. Solve the haunting without using a special trait. Oh, we could resolve that with a special trait. For the first time in what it feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Claw your way out. Are we buried alive? Your arms tear at the earth until they break through into the air. Look back behind you. Oh, lovely. As you gasp for breath, you take a look into what the pit is behind you. I believe that would be Charlie, right? Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. No. JD, what happened to you? You look awful. It's done, Tabitha. If you have any regrets, keep them to yourself. You try and think of words to say, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. Come along, JD. Let's get you home. Alright. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm and guides you out of the library, Tabitha trailing close behind. Okay, you're outside. It's real this time. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you've run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin. Your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace new lines and furrows that have formed there. I'm gonna go wait by the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go home. Your cousin walks off before you get the chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Fair. Zane walks off down the road. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what y'all were planning to do. And how were we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... And then Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what's happened to you. Oh my god, Jada, you poor thing. Alright. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm going to be hurting for a few days at least. JD, did you... Yeah, it's over. Sorry, I'm so happy I could help. All that matters is Rosalina can go back to sleep in her own bed. What have you seen happen? Have you seen what happened to my... I give abuse. Just... that's... Yep, it's over. JD, I can't believe it. Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry. I didn't know how I can possibly make this up to you, so... That really happened then. Then that ghost really took away years of your life. I'm afraid so. Everything in the world has a price, and those years were unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. I can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous. If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, should have been her. You don't even live here. You're barely even a Scarlet. It's just so unfair. This was my choice to make. Don't bring Tabitha in. Yeah. See, that's why Tabitha should have done it. Your life has changed forever and you're just okay with it. I agree. It is unfair, but I did my best to sway her, and what's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs. You know, JD, the salt and pepper looks is good on you. Maybe this isn't all bad. Kanika. Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better at that. Is she okay? I was pondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's just standing off by herself. I mean, they were all like treated like puppets or something. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Hey Stella, are you okay? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you guys later. I mean, okay. She hurries off down the road. What if she's still possessed? Maybe the ghost left a piece of itself in her before I got rid of it. I think she's just having a hard time. Should we go after her? The spirit is gone, JD. Your sacrifice made sure of that. Whatever is bothering Stella right now is entirely mundane in nature. I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens. I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. There's another thing in there. They keep giving me visions. Okay. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights. And if you and Stella are right, there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town, and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me, too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this, and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. JD, if you have the time, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea after you've had the chance to get some rest. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You couldn't have known to happen, Oscar. None of us couldn't. You actually did try hard to warn us about things. None of us took you seriously enough. Yeah, he did. I mean, I am the one that brought everyone here. Well, I should have done a better job warning you. I should have known how bad it could have gotten in there. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. That is not on you. I know you've both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Alright. Okay. Do you know who you were supposed to... Do you even know who you were supposed to be? No idea. Words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. Alright. That's interesting. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms. He vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary, yeah. He is pretty powerful. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. What is up with these people? They just like avoid each other, and they don't like they aren't there for each other. They're like, oh, they'll be fine. They're strong. They're da-da-da. Like, that's not how it works sometimes. And there was someone else in there, but that's my house. Rosalie and I live here. Did he say anything else to you? We don't need to trouble JD for any details. No one pays any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. What was it like being puppeted? They all glanced away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It's like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls, I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. Were you all conscious that whole time? Yep, that means Stella was too. Everyone glanced at each other, though none of them gave any of their years away. You can see how exhausted they are and how unsettled. Yeah, it was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly really fun. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger. Let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you. Again. Alright. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, JD. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. If I manage to get out of bed, then I don't know. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight and about what happened to you, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, JD. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. You can't help but overhear snippets of their conversation as they leave. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. It was a spirit, dear. I've never been a fan of the word ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just two of us now. So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. Prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing piles of mystery. Ooh, do you regret coming along tonight? I can't believe you're the one being all apologetic right now. These bruises are temporary, you know? Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days. But it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. I don't know. Avery chuckles and then grabs at their ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do now, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. Knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Alright, Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. Go back to the stage. Woo! As soon as you get back into the car, the exhaustion of the night overwhelms you. Alright. The ache in your bones becomes a dull throb as your body sinks into the seat and your eyelids pull shut if weighted by the lead sheets. And we're back. Do you need me to carry you inside? Did I dream that I gave up years of life to get rid of a ghost, or did that actually... Dang. Was I asleep the whole ride? Ugh, I feel awful. That would be great. It hurts to be alive. I'm fine. I can get up. Good to know you're not entirely broken. Now come on, let's get you bed. Alright, cool. Back inside, the chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but your legs are numb with exhaustion. Well, we're back. I have to imagine you want to get to bed. I want to talk about Wayne, really talk. Do you really have the energy to keep talking? Yeah, I do. You really don't want me to talk... you really don't want me talking to him. What does he know that you're afraid I'll find out? Yeah, that is true, right? I just know him. Please trust me when I say he's bad news. So Wayne's a he now. Back in the ghost room was an it. Oh my god. Hey, Penance. How's it going? Give me 1 sec. I'm going to give you a shouty there. How was the rest of your stream? Thank you for coming on in. We're going to... Well, bam. There you are. Get you taken care of. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna make a shrine out of your toilet.
Hey, Cammy.
Totally
How you doing? Evening. So go check out Penance RPG. They are awesome sauce. They are one of my awesome mods. Cammy is also another one of my awesome mods. I appreciate everyone here. And ooh, say Autumn. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming on in. I'm gonna give you a shouty too. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Ooh. that dude's just shaking there. Oh my god. I love watching these clips. They can be so funny sometimes.
Did you see that?
Bloody finger vanquished. Nice. You vanquished him. Nice. Ooh, this looks like... Kind of looks like Bam Bam, but I could be wrong. Treble, clip that. Nice.
Is that what I think it is? What is that?
Meowdy. Meowdy to
that
you
what I
too.
think it is?
Meowish, I hope you're doing well.
Are you serious?
Wabam. I got y'all.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah. What game was this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Fair. So yeah, we're playing a fun visual novel called Scarlet Hollow. I highly recommend it. It's one that I've been recommending. It's it has Appalachian horror or Appalachian horror, however you say it. It's kind of like it mixes cryptids and southern gothic kind of feels, and it is really good. But yeah, it is called Scarlet Hollow, and we gave up a couple of years of our life in the game. Do you think he'll actually going to hurt Stella? Did you kill him? Why is he following me? Why is he following me? He's a creep stalking his ex's cousin. What? Oh. I don't remember what that game was. That clip was from years ago. It looked interesting. It kind of had a little bit of that Bam Bam feel, like with the graphics, but something totally different. But thank you for coming on in, and I appreciate the follow. We do a lot of like horror stuff, but we also do a variety of stuff. Like if nostalgia is there, we kind of do that too. But I've been enjoying this game, and we're just like reading along and trying to be atmospheric. Are there any more of those creepy things? There should be soon. The ditchlings, they usually are in the background. I don't know if there's one around here at the moment, but all the more reason not to talk to him. He's a different man now. Stay away from him. Talking isn't doing much good for your condition. If you keep going, you might just collapse on the floor. You can barely stand right now. We're getting you to bed. No, you're too tired to possibly object. Fuck. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all, then the bus comes. I'd like to stay in touch after all this is done. Like, for real. We'll see how things go. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Well, that was great. Time to go to bed. Well, she's still icy. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room, falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of the hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Oh, get an important text at the end of the episode 3. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. So sorry you got hurt in there. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. Call her? Sure. You call Stella, but it goes straight to vote. Take all the time you need. Do you need to talk? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, one. I let that ghost hurt you. I'm here if you need. I thought proving ghost rule will be exciting. Nope, we're not doing that. Get a grip, Stella. You're not the... Oh my god. Some of these answers here. Take all the time you need. There you go. You put your phone back on the nightstand. We pushed and then we, reeled it back in. Following say, thank you so much, Ninja Cat. Hell to the yeah, appreciate that. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest. at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left. The text options make me think of that Slay the Princess game that I will get to one day. That is a funny story. Black Tabby Games made both Slay the Princess and this game, Scarlet Hollow. So yes, you're correct. A grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Well, that sounds foreboding. Episode 4 awaits. If you'd like to save before continuing, please do so now. Tequila's son said... Oh, well, that didn't give me a chance. Okay, we're gonna save here. Yep. And we're gonna continue on. Return. Oh, no. We got pretty much everything. Alright. You open your eyes, it's a new day, and you feel like shit. You were hoping some of your strength would return to you after a good night's sleep, but you feel just as drained as when you dug yourself out of a shallow grave. Your limbs are heavy and your heart struggles to keep up with your movements. You feel like you've lost something that was important to you. I made the right decision, I'll do it again. What have I done? I hope this was worth it. It's great, I can't wait to be finally dead. Life goes on, what happened yesterday, today isn't, yeah. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, I just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing okay, Heart. Also wanted to ask if you heard from Stella. You check your messages, there's nothing from Stella. Text Stella. Hey, I'm worried about text me as soon as you get this. The Wayne guy didn't come after you. How's my favorite cryptid hunter? Hey, send Stella a photo of a nervous puppet. Yes. This is how I speak in real life. Kermit the Frog. You wait a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Call Stella. Hey, what's up? Haha, just kidding. I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't really me. Technology, huh? Did you fucking Archer me? Anyway, leave a message or don't. I never checked this thing. That is a reference. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. I'm sure she's fine. Oh god, what if she's in trouble? Yeah, she's probably in trouble. Never mind how Stella is. How are you doing? Everyone had a rough night. What if Wayne got her? Yeah, what if Wayne got her? Oh shit, do you think that's possible? We gotta look for her. I'll meet up with you in town. Well, you guys told me not to go look for her, and now look at the consequences that happened. I mean, obviously, you run off where there's ghosts and demons and cryptids all around. You split up, gang. What do you think happened? And why is that lady looking at me? Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Take a shower. You know, take a shower before starting the rest of your day. Of course. You step into the guest bathroom into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, the shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you think about the door in the clinic. You're still drawn to it now. Think about the specter of an early death that now hangs over you. Well, let's not worry about that. Think about the afterlife, do it real. Think about running off. Hopefully she's sleeping in. I mean, she's not, but you're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Okay. Check the closet. Fuck it. Live a little. Oh, that is concerning. I would vote for the dog too, honestly. There's no denying the doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. And judging by the residue that was left behind, you're pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room. But was he there while you were out the previous day? Or did he enter while you slept unawares just a few feet away? I'm gonna say the latter. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Head downstairs. It's time to face your cousin. I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. I hope you have a lovely night. You too, Sayodam. I appreciate you coming on in. And you have a great night as well. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking, this week of all weeks, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Street smart. There's an absolutely cool confidence in the way your cousin talks about the strike. They're in disarray. Talk about the strike. Talk about what happened last night. Have you heard from... I can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. How are you feeling about the strike? You can be honest with me. Can I? The kind of honesty has to be earned. So that's why usually I'm pro-union, but yeah, just give them what they want. It's the right thing to do. Just give them what they want. Top of this, no use fighting. Just fire. No, we're not firing them all. I can't believe the gall of these people after the. Nope. With everything else going on, it's hard to care about something as mundane as a strike. So that's what digitally I'm predicting the strike. No. Do you know what they even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. So that's what the ditchlings are here usually. You should probably have seen this coming. Who's to say I didn't? It really wasn't ever really a question of if, more of a question of when. Forgive me if I didn't expect him to walk out a few days before my mother's funeral. Couldn't even wait until Pearl Ann was in the ground. I mean, it sounds like they were probably gonna have to strike anyway. The world doesn't revolve around you, Tabitha. Okay, just give them what they want. It's no use. Just give them what they want, Tabitha. It's the right thing to do. I don't know what they want yet, but I can assure that whatever it is, it's probably completely unreasonable. You want me to infiltrate the strike? Even if they didn't already know you're my cousin, that seems like a great way to throw gasoline on a fire. That's my problem to fix. You only have to stay safe until the funeral is over. That's not why, but they were predicting the strike. Those doughy things we saw in the library yesterday? Look, I get it. There's weird stuff happening right now, but let's not muddy something as mundane as a strike with the supernatural. They're two entirely different things. Why is that street smart? That doesn't make sense. Usually I'm pro-union, but come on, your mom just died. Can they not? Should they care about the mind doing well? You work hard. What? I regret writing that. You work hard too. They should realize that, right? As if I'm easy being the boss. I don't know. She's just gonna fight me. You probably should get going, right? If the mine's in trouble, you should just sell it. Sell the estate. Get out while you still can, right? Tabitha bristles. You really are Vivian's kid, aren't you? Trying to bow out just when things get difficult. I'm not giving up like that. This is Scarlet mine. I'm not just going to cash out of our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. Talk about what happened last night. So ghosts are real. I still can't get over that. I can. What does that actually change about anything? You're Scarlet. You were probably going to die young anyways. I still have a mind. You fucking jerk. Do you regret what happened to me last night? Of course I do. We should have left. You dug your early grave, now lie in it. You should probably get going, huh? Yeah. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe, no more hijinks. But let me know if you get in more trouble, okay? No, I won't. March is a way to face your employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Fuel up with quick PB&J. Investigate the garden. From your eavesdropping in the general store yesterday, it sounds like Tabitha's keeping something out back. Now that she's gone for the day, you can investigate the garden to your heart's content. The air is chilly, an overcast sky hanging preferably over the weed-choked flower beds. Venture back deeper into the garden. Sybil mentioned an enclosed space. There isn't a shed out here, but the greenhouse fits the bill. Investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cutting of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. You step towards the door. Is that a goat? It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. It was a goat. Yes, it was. What a strange thing to keep in a greyhound, especially one so isolated and overgrown. Pick the lock! When are people going to learn that the mere lock can't keep you contained? You pop it open with ease. A warm barnyard smell floods your senses as you stare down at the goat within. It stares back up at you from its place on the tilted floor surrounded by dried herbs. If you could talk to animals, the goat might have some hidden insight to share about the situation, but that would be ridiculous. People can't just talk to animals. You're free, goat. Go on, prance in the wilderness. Nobody can keep you here any longer. The goat stares at you. It's not going anywhere. Untie the goat. You clip the rope, tying the goat to the greenhouse. It stares at blankly at you in response. You do your best to force the goat out of the greenhouse, even in the enclosed space. You fail to catch it. Doesn't want to leave. It's far more agile than you, and this is a losing proposition. Door's already open. You think for a moment about whether you should keep it that way. Leave it open. I have a bone to pick with Tabitha. You decide ahead and... Yep. You've investigated the door. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Kanika waiting for much longer. Fuel up a PB&J. Yay, if Stella's MIA, who knows when you get the chance to eat, and who knows just how much of your new affliction will affect your appetite. Alright, cool, and that's that. Head to town. Yay! You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The birds sound different today, muffled like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding... See those fuckers over there? See them in the bush? Over there and over here? And they're all over the place. The dull sun shines down the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the color from the world. But you're adjusting. Already your body's starting to accept the change that has come over it, to accept that this is how things will be from here on out. Glimpses of pale figures dot your periphery. You haven't seen ditchlings in the middle of the day before. They're getting bolder. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just coming to see you. Hope you were able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. They don't say anything about your appearance, but you can see them take you in, the light of day revealing your new features clearly for the first time. You doing okay? I'm old now. You know, aging like this isn't too bad. I'll manage just fine. I regret what I did. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd rather not talk about it. I'm doing fine. I'll manage it just fine. The gray streak is pretty cool. Adds some sophistication to your look. The ghost was trying to punish you, but I think it wound up doing you a favor. Are you really still feeling chill after everything that happened? You don't have to put on a front. Last night was a lot. I get it. I appreciate the concern, but I'm alright. You're talking to an expert at vibing. Oh, okay. I know most folks would probably be freaking out or having some kind of existential crisis, but that's not how I deal with heavy stuff. You just compartmentalize them and lock it into a tiny chest in the back of your mind, and you will never touch it again. Is that correct? That sounds accurate. Surprisingly enough, Avery is mostly telling the truth. They're fine. I mean, I'm not 100% chill today, I'll admit it. I feel kind of bruised, both physically and spiritually, if that makes sense. But that's just part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed, and I'm glad my new emotional baggage comes from ghosts instead of some of the boring normal trauma. I guess. The supernatural angle takes the edge off a bit. You were coming to see me? That's sweet. Alright, what can I say? I'm someone who knows what they want. I would have walked up here at the crack of dawn, but I figured I should let you sleep at least a little longer, though not too much longer. I had to make sure you didn't go running off into trouble, not without me. The ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. How are you doing today? Have you heard from Stella? I haven't heard from her, though we don't text much, and I haven't checked with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything. But if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. There's ditchlings now everywhere, even though it's daytime. Yeah. Avery turns to survey the tree line. I noticed a few on my way up, and they're kind of funny now that I'm getting good luck at them, with their scrunched up little Shar-Pei faces. Oh my god. Is there more of them? So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're bad omen or something, but like, are they dangerous? They're not going to eat me if I take the wrong turn, right? No, but they might get some eggs late in your... Yeah. Oh, is that all they do? That doesn't sound too bad. I think I could survive a parasitic larva or two. Just glad being eaten live isn't on the table. I mean, you'd be eaten from the inside, but okay. Yeah, they're eating you just more slowly and from the inside. True, that's something I would say. Sure, I get where you're coming from, but that's a pretty big difference. A mountain lion gets me, that's kind of just it, you know? I'm sure the wonders of modern medicine would be able to yank a couple eggs out of me. Heck, maybe I'd even be able to let the egg hatch instead of just having them removed. It'd be sad to kill the babies, but at the end of the day, if it's me or them, I gotta go with self-preservate. Sounds like you're saying you'd enjoy the experience. Who doesn't enjoy the miracle of life? Even if it's creepy life, parasitic organisms are just trying to make do, same as the rest of us. Well, I'm glad you're having a great time here. Kanika and I are meeting up to look for Stella. Wanna come? Yeah. Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time though. From what I saw this morning, there's already a few miners already holed up in there. They must be using it as a home base for the strike. Oh, by the way, there's a strike going on. I'm sure you already know that though. Have to imagine Tabitha would have told you this morning. How are you doing today? After last night? I'm great. With something like possession, I kind of feel like there are more upsides than downsides. There aren't a lot of people out there who can say they've been through something like that. It's a pretty cool badge of honor as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's just fucking head to town. Yeah, he's unflappable, I guess. Alright, you and Avery start back down the path to town. Okay, cool. It isn't long until you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Nice. Sorry. There we go. Better. There's Kanika. JD, you made it. And you picked up Avery along the way. I hope you're both doing okay, like, emotionally. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Better after seeing JD. That's good. I feel like I got crushed by a steamroller or something. Joints all out of whack, totally exhausted and super foggy. Mom has been insisting I caught a cold, and I wasn't buying it, but as of this morning, I've come around. It's definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. But I'm not going to let that stop me from looking for Stella. Do you still think there could be a rational explanation? Is there someone manning the store? After the issues between you and Tabitha, I'm supposed to see your mom at some point. Maybe she'll finally shed some lights on things. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told us all last night. Maybe she's going to read your fortune. After last night, I wouldn't doubt that she actually could. Your mom's always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her. Oh my god. The Good Witch? Oh yeah? Yeah, maybe I should stop making fun of her whole new age mystic thing. A lot happened in the past couple of days. I need to take a page out of Stella's book and just block this shit out. I need to be focused. I can't keep having all this existential crises. And there'll be plenty of time for tea after we found Stella. Do you think still could be rational explanation for this? Someone manning the... I think last night just pushed her over the edge. I know I've only known her a couple of days, but it feels like she has a tendency to run from difficult emotions, usually just changes the subject, but I guess this time she wound up literally running. You're absolutely right, and as her friends, we can't let her be alone at this time like this. I've made that mistake before. Well, you said yesterday... I don't know. Plus, she could be mobbed by those weird little creatures or worse. Exactly, there's no time for anyone to be off on their own. Who knows what kind of weird stuff is out there. After the past couple nights, I wouldn't be surprised if there were actual Bigfoots in the woods just waiting to eat any human who wanders too far from civilization. Do Bigfoots thirst for human flesh? Is that some kind of knowledge I wasn't keyed in on? No, they like jacklings, beef jerky. I wouldn't be surprised is all I'm saying. Okay, let's get started. I don't want to waste another minute. Where to start? Okay, let's go to Stella's house. We should cops, right? We should check into Oscar. He's smart. Maybe he'll know what to do. We should go to the mines. We should check out the church. Avery, I'm supposed to tea with your mom. Maybe she'll have some ideas. Maybe she'll have some ideas. Sure, we can humor her. She'll probably going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protection or something. Which might actually work, who knows. Guess there's only one way to find out. Let's do it. We'll find Stella, one way or another. The bells of the general store chime, welcoming as the three of you enter. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? Oh, hello, you two. Hope you're both recovering from last night's fiasco. Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing, and Stella can take care of herself, unlike you. You need the bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around town spreading that cold of yours. Go on and get a bed. I'll be in a minute or two with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to JD about. I'm really feeling okay. I want to hear what you wanted to say to him. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Okay, you're right. I'm not feeling well. I should lie down. Ooh, fuck. Bye, JD. Alright. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seems so tired today. And you'll probably be able to find Stella without her. And I'm so sorry to be a bad host, Avery, but I was hoping JD and I could do our reading in private. I'm sure Winnie needs help at the diner. Oh, you're right. I totally left her on her own today. Fine by me. I wouldn't want to mess with your tea vibes. I'm sure those leaves are very particular. Oh, but before you go, I did want to ask, are you a witch? Avery does not beat around the bush. As flattered as I am that you think that I'm that magical, I'm just an old lady who likes tea and has a few unusual hobbies. Look, I'm just saying, doing stuff like reading tea leaves is pretty witchy as far as I'm concerned, but I won't push it. Though, just so you know, if you are a witch, you can totally tell us. We'd be cool about it. I'll leave y'all to your not supernatural private tea leaf reading. We'll catch up tomorrow, JD. Really? Alright. They make their way out of the general store, disappearing down the street in the direction of the diner. Shall we? Sybil motions towards the tea room. Well, we lost all our company. Please have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plant in the corner. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with an undercurrent of decaying earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much about the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicines. Sip your tea. Drink the tea, it's good for you. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. What was it? Unsavory Tales of My Mom... Graveyard Dirt Tea? Yep. Unsavory Tales of My Mom's Youth. I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Pearl Ann was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Why were Pearl Ann and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mother? And their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edward Dean never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? What? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edward Dean took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago. To be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something like that, just as forgettable. Okay. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older, and I believe she was the one who ended it. What with skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? She came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was fear from what had happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assume your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Those Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew, but the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. You have something to tell me? Just come out and say it. What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have a piece of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help to give me the full picture. Okay. You close your eyes and take another sip and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone before you know it, and the small cup empty save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Unless you're mistaken, tea also helped with your condition at least a little bit. You still feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired and a little mentally sharper than you were a few minutes ago. Oh good, glad you found that tea palatable enough to drink. Should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All these mean death, misery, and difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure, but we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here, a cat, an enemy lurking in plain sight. The cat, Wayne, Stella, Kanika, Oscar, Reese, Avery, Dr. Kelly. How do I know you're not the cat? Could be Daniel, that's a red herring. I would say Dr. Kelly, if anything. The cat could be Dr. Kelly. It's always the hot ones. I see your taste have shifted to better fit with your change. Nope. Well, she certainly is bearer of bad news, she is. Joan Kelly is just a very blunt woman. Bless her soul. Bless her soul! I love that saying. Reese's conditions puts a great strain on them both. I'm sure she doesn't mean to come across the way she does. That kind of stress would do the same to anyone. But she's not a friend of yours. And she's not family, so she lacks the closeness required to be the cat. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way. It's likely that it's connected to some hidden enemy. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever it might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carving, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems like your best course of action is to seek these carvings out. Piece together what you can from your visions and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Yep. I think if it's not Dr. Kelly, it's Reese. Your thoughts drift to that door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and to open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. You didn't get all this from the tea leaves. Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce things from the leaves. Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions or fill in where my intuition falls short. My family has lived in these hills a long time, as has yours. I know the Scarlets have secrets. I know Vivian was scared for you, but your place in all this is something we have to figure out together. And that's where little tricks like tea leaves come in handy. But we shouldn't just digress. Do you know where you might find the next stone? I think I felt another in the clinic, but bad stuff happens around them. I should seek out more of them. I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and cover another stone, that could give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't take too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. If I recall correctly, there's a hill that'll take you nearly all the way to the second story, and she never locks any of the doors up there. How do you know this? Just in case that's helpful information. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. You helped last night. Why don't you come with me? I may have been able to see through the spirit's illusions, but I'm not some kind of all-powerful entity. I'm an old woman, I have trouble with my knees, and my eyesight isn't what it used to be. In most situations, I'd be more of a liability than a helpful companion. Imagine if I'd been in those mines with you. Some use I'd be, struggling to climb over rocks and ladders, throwing my back out from all the crouching. This wasn't... No, that was helpful. All you did was look at some leaves and tell me to put myself in. Thanks, I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope all goes well. I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. Well, with a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Okay. Sybil closes the door to the tea room. The bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. Check in on Kanika. You're not going anywhere before checking in on Kanika. You make your way upstairs. Knock. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just going to lie down for a while. I'm not your mom. Oh, GD, what's up? I was hoping we could spend a little more time. I need to talk to you. It's important. Sorry, GD, my mom was right. I'm exhausted. I probably shouldn't push it but I mean, I'm not asking you to come with. I just have a question. It looks like you're on your own. Well, that was nice. Okay, you make your way out of the general store down to the road to the clinic. You make your way up to the familiar hill, past the rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. You can see the hill Sybil was talking about, wrapped around the back of the old hospital like a stone blanket. It should take you directly up to the second floor and the unlocked door of the terrace. As soon as you finish your thought about jumping onto a terrace, a dull throb sets into your knees. There's no way you're doing that. Just go in through the clinic door. Knock on Reese's basement window. You've aged like a decade. You should see if doctor can give you a checkup. You age of least medicinal anomaly, right? Maybe you can check on Dr. Kelly, check out while you figure out a way to explore the rest of the clinic. You open the door of the clinic, it creaks loudly on its hinges. Interior feels surprisingly modern compared to its exterior, though you can still glimpse the ornate bones of the building peeking through in the decorative molding and overly complicated banister lining the stairway. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. But before it can drag you too far into the clinic, Dr. Kelly puts aside her paperwork and makes her way down the hall. Hello, can I help you? What in the hell happened to you? You look like you've aged at least a decade since last night. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I need to see you. I was hoping you could tell me. I'm not feeling too good. Can you help? I don't have insurance. Dr. Kelly sighs. That's fine. I'll help you pro bono. It can't be good that your appearance changed so dramatically in the last few hours since I last saw you. And I'd rather you get this checked out sooner rather than later. That was nice of her. The doctor directs you down a hallway and you follow her into the clinic's exam room. I'm just going to start with some general diagnostics, but I'd also like to do some blood work today if you're amenable to that. She presses the cold metal of her stethoscope to your chest. Have you heard from Stella? No one knows where she is. No one knows where she is. Briefly remove the stethoscope from your chest. Stella's missing. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I haven't seen her. I'll make sure to check with Reese. I know he hears from her pretty frequently. But let's finish this up first. She places the stethoscope back on your chest. I don't like being poked and prodded. Will I have to pay for this? Give it to me straight. How much longer do I have left? Don't mind the doggo. He's just doggoing. Give it to me straight, Doc. How much longer do I have? Shh. No doctor can know something like that for sure. I'll know more when I get blood work back, but I really won't be able to give you any solid numbers. Wish I'd been able to do any diagnosis before what happened, so I would have something to compare this to. Is the heart murmur new? No doctor has ever said you had a heart murmur. Before you can answer, she attaches a blood pressure cuff to your arm, inflating it with a few quick pumps of the bulb. The end of your fingers tingling numbly as the cuff constricts. I don't know. I don't see doc. I have a heart. Is that bad? It's probably no biggie. I have a heart murmur. Is that bad? So it is new. I suppose you could have developed it at any point since your last checkup, but it's something that sometimes happens with age. The developing one overnight, along with new wrinkles and gray hair, is not something that happens. The pressure on your arm finally releases. Blood rushes back into your fingertips. Your blood pressure is definitely higher than I would expect from someone of your age. It's not in what I would call a safe range, but it can be managed. Let me know if you feel any pain. The doctor leans over you, using her forefingers to prod your abdomen. She steadies you with a gentle hand on your shoulder. I'd like to know more about the clinic. How are my abs looking now better? This exam is depressing. You don't have to see it that way. This is all just a part of aging. Your body was always going to go through these changes, but I can understand feeling disappointed that it happened to you so early on in life. It doesn't seem fair, no matter what it did to wind up like this. I'd like to check on your lungs. Can you breathe into this for me? Make sure you keep a tight seal on it. Place the mouthpiece against your lips. Now blow hard and keep going until you're out of air, okay? You do your best. You can tell it's a pitiful attempt. Okay, yeah, that's what I expect given everything else. Again, I don't have data from before, but judging by your age, what I'm able to tell from a quick once over, it's looking like you're the equivalent of at least a decade older and not a good decade. I'm guessing the blood work is going to show about the same. Yep. She goes to the drawer and retrieve a needle. Whoa, hey, no needles. Okay, poison me like... No. Are you going to feed my blood to your vampires? Am I going to wind up some research guinea pig now? Are you going to write papers about me? I'm not that sort of doctor. I'm too busy for research. I just treat people and take care of my son, and I have no interest in hyping you up as some kind of unfortunate marvel of medicine. But we should figure out what kind of damage you're dealing with before it gets any worse. Oh, I kind of want to write a paper. Nope. She proceeds to stick you with the needle. It stings as needles often do, but it doesn't take long. But it doesn't last long. The needle slides back out quickly, and she puts a cotton ball on the tiny hole in your skin, pasting a band-aid over top to seal in your vital juice. See, that's all we had to do. Not bad at all. Alright, That's all we can do for now. I'll make sure to notify you when I get results, and I'll send them to your GP. You do have a regular doctor back home, right? No. Oh well, you'll want to get one of those soon. Considering what happened to you, you should be getting regular checkups from here on out if you don't want some preventable illness sneaking up on you. You're free to go. You know how to find the door. Fuck. She starts busying herself with the cleaning up of the equipment. She'll be distracted at least for a few minutes. Cool. Get a checkup. Oh, we got an achievement. Antagonistic doctor roleplay ASMR. Oh my god. Good, your appointment is done. Now you're free to explore as you please, or rather you're free to explore. Free. Okay, you've been caught by the pull of the object. An overwhelming curiosity guided you around a corner and toward a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Turn on the lights. Oh, that's interesting. The light clicks on. You're in the morgue. JD. You squint, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person you met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? Hi. Vampire. She killed you. Okay, are you human? Are you human? Yeah, sorry, it doesn't seem like the most normal. But sometimes I just come down here to practice, I guess. Rehearse. Not gonna lie, this is kind of weird, dude. Rehearse, you say? Good one. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back of the wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pull. Sure. You touch the wall as if it's disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder for a moment. The thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. You kind of look possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in the way. Yes, this is perfect. Why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way. Reese glanced back at wall. Are you trying to get at something behind the... What is it, boy? What is it? Is Timmy in the wall? Okay, it has a bad vibe, doesn't it? This probably is a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Yes, please. Yes, please. Axe now. Wow, you are super desperate about this wall. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swift. Yes, please. Axe now. He seems excited. His usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. Who's gonna pay for this? You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Llama. How's it going? I'm going to hydrate. I've been talking a lot. I hope you're doing well. I'm good. I better give you a shouty there. I'm glad you're doing good. We're doing some more of the Scarlet Hollow, which I definitely recommend if you're into visual novels, even if I just recommend it as a game in general. It's a good narration game, but it's also fun. Ooh, Fortnite. Nice. I hope you're having a good Tuesday or Wednesday, whichever it may be.
It's us and him, that's it. Yeah, buddy!
Heck yeah. Wow, that's awesome. So go check out Bakalama. They are awesome sauce. They are another one of my mods. They play Fortnite, horror games, a bunch of other stuff. I think you've played Dead by Daylight, but I appreciate you being here, and if you need to lurk, you can lurk. If you want to talk, we can talk. Up to you. I hope you're doing great, and I'm glad you're here. You hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to get some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I just picked some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice and some ginger ale too. That would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. It's no problem. It doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous when I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear footsteps move down the hall, then the front door opening and closing. It worked! The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up. We don't have long until she's back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall has unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doctor's office first. Okay. Make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medicinal supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye, some sort of records. What with your family's name on them? Pick up the documents to read later. You scoop up the folder, tucking the documents in for later perusal. Reese watches you with curiosity. Stealing medical documents? If my family is going to keep secrets from me, I better learn what I can. And they have my family's now. Yeah, no. If my family's going to keep secrets from me, I better learn what I can. Totally. Steal anything you need to. You've got a mystery to solve. I'm not going to stand in your way. Alright, be honest with them. Yeah. Let's check the medical supply room next. I can imagine a room full of chemicals being a place someone might want to keep an axe. Better be careful stealing stuff in here, though. That might really get you in trouble. I mean, it was just medical records. You turn around and leave the office. It's time to move on. The medical supply room is probably a good bet. A fire axe seems like something that might be useful in a room full of chemicals. It's just down the hall. There we go. There it is. Looks like we need a key, though. Oh, give a mouse a cookie, huh? We better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal the axe after we've had a chance to use it. There must be a key in here somewhere. Reese stops to listen to something. You can hear it too, but even so faintly, the sound of footsteps just outside the clinic. Shit! She's back already. The front door in the clinic opens and closes, the creak of its antique hinges echoing down the hallway. Footsteps start down the hall. She's headed this way. Quick, we gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here. It's probably Stella. He opens the closed door, hurriedly motions you inside. You slip past him, scrunching into the small space as best as you can. He attempts to slide in after you. Let him in. There's enough room. You hide somewhere else. Let him in. You make space and he slips in next to you, closing the door just enough that you can both still monitor the entrance to the supply room. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. And then she hurries back out, bag rustling as she makes her way down to the hallway. Better wait a sec, just in case. Yeah, maybe we should be... Yeah, we should probably. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed into the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear your breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. His head swivels suddenly. That was the door to the house. We're in the clear. Let's go. The two of you spill out of the closet. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out drawers, scanning them for keys. Search the drawers, investigate the weird plant Dr. Kelly left behind. The strange sprig of fuzzy fruits draw your eye. You step forward to take a closer look. It looks out of place on a sterile steel countertop, its broad 8-pronged leaf already wilting in the unnatural lighting. Your thoughts are interrupted by the jingling of keys. Sweet, found them. And they're color-coded too. Easy. Reese unlocks the cabinet and offers you the fire axe. Here's your axe. He hands you the axe and then pauses, realizing you've been poring over the weird little plant. That's what she took out of the bag, right? That's weird. Does she make her own medicine? She's not a pharmacist. I don't think she's supposed to do that. This is just supposed to be where she stores medicine she orders from a pharmacist over in Brevard. He picks up the plant. Weird little alien fruit. It's got to be medicinal, right? Maybe she has a recipe somewhere. And we have her keys. Let's see what some of these locked drawers have to hide. He starts unlocking drawers. Medicinal supplies, name brand meds. He pauses in the next drawer. Mysterious unlabeled notebook. This is about me. There's stuff in here from when I was like 12. It's some kind of diary or medical history or both, I guess. What the hell is this? Something about another episode? Guessing she's referring to one of my rough nights. Oh, here we go. There's some illustrations. He glances at the strange plant on the countertop. It's that. She uses that to make my medicine. Extract by boiling berries. Great, she doesn't say what the berries are or what she's extracting. Real suspicious. Sounds like something someone would do if they didn't want a paper trail. Maybe it's some kind of miracle cure she found by trial and error. I bet there's stuff in there she hasn't told you. Leaving out names real suspicious. Sounds like something would do if they didn't want to have much of a paper trail. Well, that's not like saying it's poison though either. But why would you and Reese jerk your heads to the sound of an opening door? The doctor is in. Shit, that was the door from the house. We gotta run. You follow Reese's instructions, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pool of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all that industrial clanging you listen to. You know I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in the refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket for this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close and the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey. Wall now, yes. Wall, wall, wall! Wall, wall, wall! I'd like to do the honors if you don't mind. I've got some confused and angry feelings I'd like to express. Reese takes the axe from you and approaches the wall. Hell yeah! Lupine! Fuck yeah! Pedro party! I hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you hanging out. I love the Pedro. The raccoon. Ben Larkin just thought you needed some Pedro. I do need some Pedro. I appreciate the Pedro. I definitely needed the Pedro. But yeah, we're doing some more of the Scarlet Hollow. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, it is really good so far. It's getting very mysterious. Like a medical mystery. I wonder what she's doing with Reese here. Ooh. Hell to the yeah. So I appreciate you hanging out and appreciate the lurk earlier. I hope you're having a great Tuesday/Wednesday, whatever it may be. Maybe it's Thursday where you're at. I don't know. You know, space-time continuum. Hey, the whole gang is here. Nice, nice, nice. Hell to the yeah. So yeah. Reese manages to cut through the wall with very little effort, unexpected from someone with his framing condition. But you know his stringy muscles are backed by a mounting fury at what's been done to him. That goes a long way. Oh, wow. I mean, he staggers back from the massive hole in the wall and admires his work. Gee, Wednesday. I feel that. It is Wednesday, my dude. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. I lurk again. Get those rogue beans, I mean ditchlings. Well, you enjoy your lurk. I appreciate you hanging out. You rock. And I will try to get the ditchlings. You step forward. And you climb into the hole. Yay! This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. Entire hospital wing, rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting. You stumble down the hallway towards the far wall. Also new emote. Oh my god, I love that emote. It is a possum. I love possum. Hell yeah, I love it. Nice. Nice one. Hell to the yeah. I love your emoticons. They are awesome. But enjoy your lurk. Lupine Vendetta lurks in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Whoa, are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Oh, there we go. We found it. Enoch, I thought you were going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They said there's nothing they can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I going to do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. I've been doing my own research and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. I went to talk to the witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's alright. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Alright. Now flashback. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried that you'd slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? How did I get here? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? You didn't call an ambulance when I started seizing? I had a vision. I still have those documents I swiped, right? Yeah, you should still have them on you. Sure enough, you pull out the file containing medical documents about your family. Let's check out the death certificates. Pearland's death certificate. Sleep apnea discovered by her daughter Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. Chrysanthemum? Chrysanthemum, really. No autopsy performed. Edward Dean's death. Edward Dean Scarlet, born April 9th, 1913, died February 12th, 2003, age 89. Cause of death, heart failure, signed by her granddaughter Pearland Scarlet. Pretty normal, almost made it to 90, died of normal old person illness. Enoch's death. Enoch Scarlet, born September 9th, 1887, died August 20th, 1957, age 69. Cause of death, fall from cliff. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organs sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck, body consistent with fall from great height. Okay, quickly flip through a few other Scarlets whose names aren't quite familiar. Theodore Scarlet, born May 24th, 1890, died 1918, age 28. Cause of death, crushed in mine collapse. Body not recovered, signed by his brother Enoch Scarlet. Joseph Scarlet. Born April 1914. Died June 7, 1944. Louis Scarlet, born August 1920, died June 9, 1944. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. These must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlet, delivered April 3rd, 1945, stillbirth, mother Edwardine Scarlet. Cause of death, complications during birth, no doctor present, home burial. There was no doctor present at the birth and a home burial. There's some information missing here. Alexandra Scarlet, born December 12, 1947, died August 28, 1957, age 9, missing, presumed dead, signed by mother Edwardine Scarlet. Alexandra, the owner of the doll, she went missing. Mary Bell Scarlet, born April 3rd, 1946, died October 30th, 1963, aged 16. Cause of death, complications during childbirth, signed by her mother Edwardine Scarlet. No doctor. Alright. Wait, nothing spooky happened? The mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? No ghosts? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and when you seemed stable, I carried you back here. That was a few hours ago. But you have a delicate constitution. What? It wasn't super far or anything. I just picked you up and carried you. I might be sick a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm made of paper. I can still do things normal people can do. I'm sure I'll pay for it later, but I didn't want you to have to wake up in the musty hallway or the morgue. Fair. Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back in the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound concerning. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. I think the vision things actually happened. Whatever these visions are, they're making me very suspicious. Some big guess giving me seizures. Whatever the visions are, they're making me very suspicious of my family. That's probably a good thing, right? The Scarlets have always seemed like one of those old money families with tons of secrets. And that estate up on the hill seems like kind of place that's seen at least one murder. Maybe you should try to stay away from that place. You didn't call an ambulance when I started seizing? Stella said you did something similar a couple days ago. I figured it might just be something that happens to you every now and then. I know I wouldn't want somebody calling an ambulance for me every time I had an episode. Going to the hospital sucks. So I think should look me over. These seizures can't. So what now? We might be stuck down here for a little bit. The doc is on a warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine and she's not happy about it. But after I read this, there's no way I was going to take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. I've been thinking about what you said at dinner last night, and I don't see any other possibility. It's only been a day since I've stopped taking my pills, and I feel great. Hey, Kareen, give me 1 sec. I'm going to give you a shouty there. We are playing some more Scarlet Hollow, which I've been having a blast playing. I hope you are doing well, having a great Wednesday. Any plans or anything? Hell to the yeah. Ooh, nice. Ooh, what game is this? It looks really cool. Gotta eat before the food gets cold. You have a great lurk. I appreciate it. The art style is great. I absolutely love it. It looks hand-drawn. Totally hand-drawn. So go check out Korean Chi, the Once Human. I've been meaning to play that. The only thing that I've noticed, though, I saw another person, actually a couple people play, and it seemed like the frame rate drops a lot when streaming. So I'm not sure how my computer would handle that if I did the OBS on top of that game. It's like 50 gigs. It's a lot of gigabytes, but it's free, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing it one way or another. Oh, and I noticed the posters in the background. I see Hellraiser. That's pretty cool. But yeah, yes it does. Yeah. I'll have to keep an eye on that and see what my computer can muster. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. You blocked your door. I don't get why your mom would poison you, though. I don't get why she would poison you, though. I don't know. But it's all in here. She never outright says what she's doing. Anyway, back to food. Yep, you have good food. You have a good lurk. Yeah, sounds good. And the recipe she came up with to deal with my flare-ups, whatever she thinks those are, involves that weird plant that was on the counter. I managed to look up the plant she's been using to make my medicine, and the internet says it's castor bean. What? It's used to make ricin? Fuck! Like Breaking Bad? It's super deadly poison that causes some of my exact symptoms. Well, wouldn't you be dead by now if it was ricin? Yeah, he would be totally dead by now. The thing I can't figure out is whether she's been trying to kill me slowly, or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to be dependent on her. Well, the ricin would fucking kill you if, like, over time. Yeah, Jesus. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. She sure found a cure for that. Ricin is really bad. How are you not dead? For real. I don't know. Maybe it's low enough doses, or maybe I've developed this tolerance. Bullshit. Nope. But I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she was keeping me sick. I don't even need solid evidence. No matter what, we should get out of the basement soon. We need to get you out of here. With your evidence, you should be able to go to the cops. Maybe not local cops, but a cop. We need to get you out of here. Who knows what she'll do? No matter what, let's figure everything out. No matter what, we should get out of this basement soon. Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kanika, and she's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. I never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I don't wind up right back down here. You can stay with me if you want, at least until you get on your feet. We can figure you can stay with me if you want. One step at a time. Let's start by waiting out your mom and getting out of here. One step at a time. Let's just start by waiting out your mom and getting out of here. You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she fortified that title. She forfeited that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor, just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in the rear view mirror of the rest of my life. We'll see if we can wait her out. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it was yet another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. We're locked in this room with him. I think I know who the cat is. A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my system for the first time in years, or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. Doesn't feel awful, to be honest. You could always draw me. I believe you owe me a showing of Shi no Chi death blood. Do whatever it is you do to kill, preferably something that helps me ignore my mounting. I'm just chill with it. Just go with the flow. I believe you owe me. Yeah, let's watch a movie. I believe I do. All right. Maurice gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread is managing to build a palpable... let me reread that. Okay. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time, with the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinder block walls, and of course the fact that the woman currently lurking upstairs has been poisoning her son since his teens. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up trying to that wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to the fullest. Alright. Oh, he is not looking good, huh? I just realized that. Holy shit. I can't believe I'll be able to just do things from here on out, like watch movies with another person, or talk to people ever. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He's uncharacteristically chatty, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has energy to carry on a long conversation. I'm glad you'll be able to have a social life, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Reese smiles to himself. It's still hard to imagine, hard to believe after all these years alone that that's going to be my reality. Oh boy. The man on the screen yells portent of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. Yeah. I love that there are all these distinct sort of vignettes, little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people. And only once you start to see how they fit together can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. Oh boy. And then it sees you back. Incredible cosmic horror in the truest sense. Reese is becoming very animated. Yeah. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now. What with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. Oh, he's also talking over the movie. Reese, are you feeling okay? I'm just a little jittery. I've had a really weird day, and I think being down here is making me anxious. I'm hopped up on adrenaline. Maybe waiting at the dock is a bad idea. The longer we wait, the more likely it is she'll figure out what we're on to. She'll figure out that we're on to her. It'd be too easy for her to lock me up again and be thorough about it this time. There's a knock on the window. JD, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? I think he might be right. Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside, we're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. What? What do you mean Wayne isn't going to hurt you? He hasn't hurt anyone. What do you call you that? He hasn't hurt anyone. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, JD. Oh, the window shatters. Oh, no. I need to get out of here. Uh-oh. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional worlds, invading yours, crawling up the walls. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Oh, leave us alone. Oh, fuck. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, Wayne along with it. Stay where you are? We aren't safe. But I feel strong now. I think I can save us. Stay here, I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the dock. Uh-oh. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his smears. You're not just to follow Reese and see how things play out? Yeah, let's follow. Oh, fuck. Oh. You make your way to the door that beckoned to you yesterday, all intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. Open the door. You grasp the handle and turn. Fuck. Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows, levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but some sort of tranquilizer gun. Duck! Don't shoot, duck. We're just gonna duck. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls a tranquilizer dart out from between his ribs, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're going to have to try harder than that, you... No, how did you... As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. What? Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between cracks in the wood. Reese panic, pulling in a mob of furious smears to hold his enemies down. Jesus, the artist darts away, but the smears continue their works in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway, and Wayne is overcome, glued to the place at the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. Run after Dr. Kelly? I mean, we're trying to keep people alive, and I think Wayne might be dead. You run forward, braving the onslaught of the smears, dodging them as best as you can. You try to see where Dr. Kelly went. Oh my. The door in front of you is smothered in paint. Hey! Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, JD. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help both of us. What the hell is your son? What the hell is your son, ma'am? I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was going to be a bitch, but they don't know the half of it. I need you to get the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Sure. Okay. You turn back around and head to the medical storage room. I'm here. Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Their tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. Oh my... Ooh. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. JD, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not going to hurt anybody else, just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down in the basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now, better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. He has a point, Doc? Really? I'm not gonna let you kill someone. Can't you just get along? I don't feel like I should get in the middle of this. I'm on Reese's side, sorry. Wayne, help me. I just want to go home. Alright, fine. I'm not gonna let you kill someone. Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't going to kill... How does she know that those tranquilizers aren't going to kill me? Does she care? Trust me, Reese. I've been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you. Tell yourself whatever you have to, Mom. If you want a good relationship, you had your chance, and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of just letting me exist. Don't try to spin it like some kind of crime of passion now that the consequences are staring you in the face. Okay, Wayne. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. Ow, what the hell did you put in my shoulder? You see the briefest instant something coming out of Wayne's sleeve. Just a flash of pale yellow, then it's gone, slithering back into Wayne's clothes. What did you do? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. The two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Sure. Yuichi says the tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. Head for the safe room. You make your way out of the medical storage room and back into the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. Well, fuck. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint sealing it shut. Hurry! I don't think I can keep it open for long. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. It sounds like Reese and a friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What is this room? Old x-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized this whole situation was a possibility, I had the door reinforced with the special remote-controlled locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. You didn't walk me to the door after my exam, or you must have known I might have gone looking for something. Why didn't you make me leave? She sighs. And there's something about keeping a secret for so long, it makes you paranoid. It makes you do things you know are objectively wrong just to maintain the illusion of your life. It isolates you. At some point, you just don't want to be alone anymore, whether you realize it or not. So you get sloppy, you leave things around you shouldn't, because that destructive little part of you wants to test the limits of how obvious you can be before someone is able to put two and two together. I'm not blind, I can see that things are happening in Scarlet Hollow, unusual things. I guess subconsciously I must have decided if there was ever a time to let someone in, it would be now. Are you letting me in? Alright, while we're at it, any other secrets you're keeping? Maybe if we both survive, I might decide to share a few more. If you don't, go telling anybody. Alright, let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes and a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. What about that tail? I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out at a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities, enough to be noticeable. I was scared. He could see that and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off or maybe an hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle. It didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. He's basically a werewolf, right? How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages, so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. Why did you start poisoning him? Sighs. Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it's poison, but the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. It started when he was around 15. I've been giving him increasingly high doses of Klonopin, but his body kept adapting and his symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all those drugs. It was already suspicious and I could risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution. I took it, and I've been dealing with the emotional and mental consequences of that decision ever since. Who approached you and what did they say? Oh, I believe it's Sybil, right? Dr. Kelly gives you a long, hard look. I don't want to talk about that woman, but screw it, I might die today, so I'll tell you. It was Sybil. That's all I have to say about that. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone. I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. Oh, so he might be an alien? I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. But then all of a sudden my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, Reese. What is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. I'd be fascinated to know what happens to him or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess that'll just have to remain a mystery. The relationship between you two seems so difficult. It really does. Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. I didn't know if I'd be ready, but he made me love being a mom. It's not like it was going to be sunshine and roses forever. No matter what, kids grow up and they change, sometimes for the worst. This is a part of being a mom too, doing what you can to make sure that that the child you brought into the world isn't going to go around eating people. Yeah, he's saying that he's gonna only hurt her, but he's probably the thing that the Ditchlins are there for. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number one. It's not like he's usually a violent kid. He's mostly just sad, but every now and then we butt heads, and that's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with millions of teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. That doesn't mean he's dangerous. I mean, you are the biggest threat. Why not? He's been kind to me. Don't you think I can fix him? What? I can fix him. Oh my god. Don't you think it might be a self-fulfilling prophecy? Yeah, that might be it. Oh, don't preach to me. Is he a sweet kid most of the time? Absolutely. And Ted Bundy was sweet to the people he picked up off the side of the road. Oh my god. And I believe the crisis person that he worked with, Anne Rule, he was always nice to her too. Anne Rule, the writer. Yes, a stranger beside me. Yeah. I like true crime. Sue me. Didn't mean he didn't go ahead and slaughter them anyway. Man, these writers know their stuff, huh? I know what my son is capable of, so it's my job to make sure he doesn't hurt anybody. Alright, leave it at that. What's the game plan, both short and long term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizer, then I lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. Oof. That's not good. So you're just going to lock him? No. I see no flaws with that plan. Sarcasm, that's so Scarlet of you. It's okay, I know it's not a perfect plan, but it's better than the alternative of being torn to shreds by my own kid, or having to figure out how to kill someone I love who may or may not be unkillable. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. You and Dr. Kelly sit in silence and wait for her son to make his way to you. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. Shit, this might be game time. Alright. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's not good. He got worse. Oh, fuck that. Oh my. What a beautiful sun.
Is this what you were so afraid of?
Hand over the tranquilizer. This is our shot. I'm giving her the darts. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them in the gun, leveling the barrel at her son. Alright. Alright. JD, I thought we were in this together. Thank God. Yeah. Dr. Kelly sighs heavily, staring down at the warped figure of her son. I can drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you at the front when I'm done. Alright. We return to the entrance of the clinic. Everything is quiet now. Only streaks of paint where Reese's minions had once roiled out of the cracks in the wood. Lock him away. Ah, fuck. I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel like you need to share with what would happen with other people. The more people know about this, the more trouble it is for me and for him. I don't need any more well-intentioned escape plans. Um. There's a magic stone in your basement. Just thought you should know. We busted a hole in the wall down there. Okay, thanks for the heads up, I guess. Do you think he'll let any of his friends in on this? She heaves a sigh. I'll have to think about it. We'd run the risk of one of them trying to break him out, but if he's stuck in a windowless room with no internet and no friends, that's one way to take it to insanity. Then I'd have an insane monster on my hands. Stella in a particular would be a problem. That girl never knows how to mind her own business or follow other people's rules, and she would have absolutely no fear of what might happen if he was cut loose. Kanika might consider she got a bit of a bleeding heart and pretty inflexible morals, which could be a problem. On the other hand, I don't know how well she could keep a secret, and if Stella found out, then Kanika could probably be convinced to do a jailbreak, and then it'd all blow up in my face. You can probably tell I've put a lot of thought into this. Yeah, my god. It's the same calculation I've been doing for years, debating whether or not I could be fully upfront with any of them, instead of just pushing them away and hoping they didn't notice what was really going on. She sighs again. Maybe I'll get him a kitten or something. That's gonna help. Like they did for Coco the gorilla. Might as well give him a tire swing while I'm at it. Some enrichment for his enclosure. I hate that I have to do this to him. What the fuck? I'm sorry I came here. I feel like this is all my... someone needs to kill him. Happy to help. To think I was starting to like... These are all choices. I'm sorry I came here. I feel like this is all my fault. I tried to get you to stay away for a reason, but this is done. He was bound to figure out sooner or later. I'm just glad there was an extra pair of hands around. It could have gone a lot worse. As much as I love to stand around chatting, I have to get work. Gotta clean this place as best as I can before tomorrow. My choices have been awful, huh? Well, she would have been dead for sure, and we don't know if that would have led to the deaths of other characters, so... I don't know. You should probably get home. It's dark. I'm sure your cousin is worried about you. That would be kind of weird. You don't wait to be kicked out, heading out of the door to the clinic and into the dark night beyond. The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets singing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream, and now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Go home, I guess. It's time to go home. You don't get too far before you're interrupted by the jingling of dog tags. Oh, that's not good. Gretchen appears at the edge of the road, running as fast as her geriatric pug legs can carry her. Gretchen seems distressed. She whines as she stares up at up at you from the ground, eyes desperate, anxiously jumping back and forth and darting away when you try to lean down to her. Gretchen, where's Stella? What's the... we're gonna... follow Gretchen. Yeah, we're gonna follow Gretchen. She nervously runs ahead of you the whole time, constantly looking back to make sure you're still there. She leads you into the dark woods. Oh, fuck. Before long, the trees thin. You find yourself on a steep hill by a 2-lane road lined one side by sheer rocks. And there, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. Gretchen runs up to her and sits in Stella's lap. Gretchen, you're back. Don't scare me like that again. Well, thank you, Gretchen. You sit on the log beside her. JD, that ghost really did a number on you. I'm so sorry. What are you doing out here? Do I look that bad? I thought I was kind of distinguished. You look extremely distinguished. I'm just sorry you had to get hurt. I really missed you today. Alright, we're going. I missed you too. I'm sorry I was gone. I just had to come here. This is where the accident happened. My parents died on the bend in that road. They were taking me to college. I was just lying in the back seat. It had just rained and the sun was finally coming out. Huh. Oh shit. We're getting a flashback, huh? Oop. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. Ooh. That's not good. Oh, that's really not good. I guess it's good that she was sitting like that. I'm guessing they lost their upper torso? Yeah, probably. Are they gonna really show that? Are they gonna show that part? Ooh. Yeah, they are. They're just gonna go all out, huh? Beheaded. Yep. Oof. That's rough. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Find out what happened to Stella. Sorry, I know that's probably a bummer to talk about. It was awful. Really messed me up for a while. I think I'm still messed up. There's whole years of my life after the accident that feel like they just never happened. Like every time I try and remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel that I don't even remember filming. It's scary. At least it hasn't been like that for a while, thank God. I've never talked about this stuff before with anyone. Take her hand still, so I know that I should have. Not even 10. Thanks for letting me in. Take her hand, sure. It's warm against cool night, and skin her knuckles is soft. She finally tears her gaze from the road, her sad eyes meeting yours, but the hint of a smile creeps up in the corners of her mouth, her dimples beginning to crease. Her hand shifts, her calloused palms fitting into yours, her grip tightened. It's strong and comforting. You can tell she feels held, and so do you. Two of you stare out at the road. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened, and I ran out here to see if maybe it would happen with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. We could wait here a little bit longer. Just because they weren't here doesn't mean... probably wherever better... What? It's good they're not coming. You don't want them to be ghosts. That with the future on their mind, it's time for you to start living it. Do you want to say goodbye? I still don't believe in ghosts. Charlie was probably just a swamp Wow. Alright. You carefully place your other arm around her shoulder and pull her close to you. You feel her chestnut hair against your cheek. She smells a little sweaty, like little sweet, the faded scent of her shampoo mingling with the natural perfume of her skin. It's nice. You take a deep breath, stroking her hair with your thumb, letting her lean into you. She rests her head against your shoulder, closing her eyes serenely. That hint of a smile spreads into a barely contained grin that finally chases away the worries in her features. We could always wait a little longer. Stella nestles into you, her well-muscled shoulders relaxing against your body. You share each other's warmth as you both stare out into the quiet mountain road. Gretchen pants lazily in Stella's lap. Nothing happens. Nothing continues to happen for a few long minutes. I think I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's not like I would want to see them like that anyway. I guess I came out here hoping I might get a chance to say goodbye or something like that. Since I didn't get a chance when they were alive. Doesn't mean they don't love you wherever they are. Just because they weren't there doesn't mean they don't love you wherever they are. Yep. Yep. That one works. That's a nice thought. I've thought a lot about what might come after, whether there's somewhere else or if they just stop existing. I guess we've seen at least some evidence of the afterlife. I hope that means that there's a good version too, where they're still on that long car ride listening to Dad's tape, with a place in the backseat for me when I eventually catch up to them. Then it won't matter that I never got to say goodbye. You have a long life ahead of you before that. You could always say what? They died with your future on their mind, remained silent. Nope, you're right. And when all that happened, it felt like the end of the world. It felt like nothing was ever going to matter again. She straightened up, stretching her neck. Gretchen hops down from her lap, tags jingling in the quiet night air. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. Wait, before we go, I should tell you about what happened today. Sure. Oh? Yeah. Relay the events of the evening as best as you can. Saying it out loud somehow makes it feel less real, like you're sharing the plot of a horror movie, not something that actually happened to you. Oh my god. That poor guy and poor Dr. Kelly, this sucks for everyone. Hopefully he and his mom can work things out. We should try to visit him tomorrow. You know, I think processing just the one traumatic event is enough for the day. This new one's going right into the void. Fair. At least until we get to the end of the week. Let's get out of here. I don't suppose I could ask you to walk me home. Love nothing more. Alright. There you go. You offer her your hand. She smiles, slipping hers into the crook of your elbow. She pulls you closer until the skin of your forearms brushes against her side. And this is me. Do you want to come in? Romance, we'll start a romance arc with the character you're talking to, and we'll lock you out of romantic arcs, yeah. Yes, please, follow her inside. I should really head back. Sorry, Stella, just stay friends. I was hoping you'd ask. Love to. Yep. There you go. Alright. This is a dating sim. Start a romance. Start Stella's romance. Tear down wall. Stella ushers you inside, a barely contained grid threatening to split into an excited smile. Let me just go take a quick shower. I've been sitting outside for a day. I need some soap. It'll take a minute, then we can get cozy. Oh man, I would kill for the shower. Yeah, I'm sure you've built up quite a lot of grime today. It's all yours when I'm done. Cool. She hurries off, leaving you and Gretchen in the living room. Gretchen immediately curls up in her bed, clearly exhausted after a long day of worrying over Stella. But before she has the chance to fall asleep, a heavy knock startles her, and Gretchen growls. There's someone at the door. Who is it? You know who it is. Open the door, please, JD. Sure. Alright, you summon the bravery to cross the room and open the door. What do you want? Wayne cocks his head, the stained veil over his face fluttering in the slight breeze outside. The outside of his clothes are streaked with what you at first think might be gore, but you realize it's actually paint. And there are a few wide claw marks down his shirt, but he's still in one piece after the altercation with Reese. Dude, get out of here. Stare at him and, I don't know. I mean, I barely know him. Sure, I was so worried about you. No need to worry. The boy managed to catch me off guard with those little constructs of his, but he wouldn't stand a chance against me without little tricks like that. I won't keep you long. I need to have a warm bed and a warm body to keep you occupied tonight, but I wanted to give you a suggestion for tomorrow. You should take advantage of Tabitha's absence at the estate. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her around you to stop you. Do a little exploring. You might be surprised at what you can find. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Wayne. Well, that was nice of him. He slowly steps back, shining eyes fixed on you, and he disappears in the dark night beyond Stella's door. Alright, we're good. Gretchen's growls escalate into barks. It's okay, Gretchen. Calm down, Gretchen. Were you just talking to somebody, JD? Nah, just Gretchen. Nah, Wayne stopped by. He's still following you? Are you sure we're safe? I think you don't have to worry about him. I'm not so sure, but he did just stop by my house at a very late hour while I was preoccupied. It's not super reassuring, but I'm too tired to care too much about it at this point. Just want to collapse in bed with you. You keep us safe, right, Gretch? I believe Gretchen will, yes. Gretchen snarls, yapping fiercely. That's right, Gretchen. You're the most vicious little geriatric pug there is. Now let's go to bed before I pass out. Alright, but you said you wanted a shower. Sorry, head's a little fuzzy from staying up for the past night. There's a fresh towel in the bathroom. I have some extra bathrobes. I can put your clothes through the wash so they'll be extra clean and fresh in the morning. Alright, nice. Alright, somehow this feels like the longest, shortest shower you've ever taken. Too tired to think, too tired to process the flow of time. Stella sits outside the bathroom door and makes quiet and comfortable small talk with you, and then you're done. Alright. Dry off and step into one of her extra robes. So are you coming in? Yep. Follow her. You walk by Stella and into her bedroom. She gently closes the door behind you. Well, it's a little messy. The bed's unmade. Stray clothes discarded on the floor, but it smells like her. Sweet, human, beautiful. Sorry I didn't clean up beforehand. You can think of it as getting the authentic Stella experience. Man, fair. All right. She slips past you and lies on the bed, dressed in an oversized t-shirt you're quick to follow. She's warm and still slightly damp from the shower, her skin fresh and flowery. She turns to you to look, smiling, dimples creasing at the edge of her mouth. You could kiss me if you want to. Aren't you tired of being on my like kiss her? All right, sure. You shift closer to her and close your eyes. The magnetic pull of the anticipation rolls down your spine and across your skin, and for a moment that seems to last forever, you take in every detail of the world around you. The forested scent of her eucalyptus shampoo, and beneath it the slightest hint of campfire, the comforting heat of soft but calloused hands against your cheek, the thunder of your heart beating ever more quickly in unison. The tension rises and rises, a tone seemingly without peak. And then it breaks, and her lips touch yours. They're fresh and minty and soft, cool against yours, and guided by the gentleness of someone looking to hold onto the memory of tonight for a long, long time. And then she pulls you closer, tighter, and the two of you lose yourselves in each other. Okay. Eventually, the two of you break away and open your eyes, gazing at each other from opposite ends of the pillow. You drift off together, limbs entwined, exhausted and safe and comforted. Tomorrow may bring some new horror, or it might not, but whatever happens, you'll face it together. Oh, cool. This is the end of episode 4. Follow us on social media to stay up to date with the rest of Scarlet Hollow development. Oh, wow. Nice. Hardcore mode. That sounds hardcore. For finishing all the episodes currently available in the game, you've unlocked hardcore mode. Select 3 character traits at the character creation, but you'll no longer be able to use your traits to avoid the consequences of major decisions. This penalty only applies to hardcore runs. Have fun if you dare. If you'd like to will state, please save your game now. Okay, I will join the mailing list later, but let's save. Alright, cool. Return. Wait. Okay, that can... Good, that didn't open up. Alright, we're good. Nice credits, nice. Alright, so we'll have to wait until episode 5 and maybe 6 come out. I want them all to come out at the same time. There are the other romance arcs we can do after we unlock all the episodes. Anyway, I think it would be probably a good time to raid out, honestly. Let's get the credits though, and I'm gonna see who's on, and then we'll go from there, okay? Well, yeah, I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. Very awesome of y'all. So that was Scarlet Hollow. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you in the next one. All right.